Hey everyone, this is Tim from Arcana Networks, and what I have here is CertAgent. It is a certificate authority from the Internet Security Corporation. Now, if you've worked with other web-based certificate authority interfaces, this should hopefully be pretty familiar. You can go to resources to download your CA root files. You can go to upload to submit your CSR, your certificate signing request. You can view the status of the certificate requests as well as view the issued certificates using retrieve and search functions. But I'm not here to just give you a demo of the CertAgent as much as I'm here to tell you that you can use CertAgent certificates in a MEVO DMVPN environment. So if you need help installing CertAgent, ISC has their document on how to install it, which you should use, but you should also use our handy-dandy MEVO ISC CertAgent installation and integration guide in conjunction with it, because we will give a very brief overview of how to install it, but our brief overview also comes with some mandatory caveats when you install your CertAgent. So, things like using N384 for your root CA certificate algorithm is required. The other thing that you will need to do after it is installed and before we jump into the MEVO GUI is you will want to RDP to the server, which I have here. You will want to find this key store directory, and you want to look for the one that says CA Operations Staff. You want the one that is the P12 file, because you'll need to take this file and use OpenSSL to extract and essentially convert the P12 into the formats that MEVO needs. Okay, so once you've done that, let's hop over to MEVO. Okay. Now, before I log in, it's probably beneficial if I go over the CertAgent workflow that MEVO uses, because that'll help make more sense of which page we go to in MEVO, what we're doing, and why we're doing this. For most customers, our typical MEVO deployment, you connect your laptop to your router, you go to the provisioning website. The provisioning website facilitates the router getting the RSA certificate and the tunnel configuration it uses to connect to the network. Once the router has both the certificate and the new configuration, the DMVPN tunnel to your corporate network automatically comes up. For most customers, again, this is the end. For you special CertAgent viewers out there, we'll call this first step our staging network. So once MEVO has a DMVPN tunnel going up to our RSA hub, that is our staging network. MEVO will then use that tunnel to SSH to your spoke router to generate a certificate signing request, as well as push the configuration to connect your spoke router to your CertAgent hubs. It will take that certificate signing request, go to CertAgent, grab the cert, and then lay down that cert onto your spoke router. So now that your spoke router has your CertAgent certificate, now that it has the tunnel configuration going to your CertAgent hubs, those tunnels should now automatically come up. Once that network is set up, now you're connected to your actual production network. All right, let's log in. And there are 4 steps we'll need to take to get MEVO completely set up for CertAgent. Number 1, we'll need to add the CertAgent details to MEVO. Number 2, if the CertAgent certificates are not on our hub router yet, we'll need to get those added onto our hub. Number 3, we need to create the template that will push the CertAgent DMVPN tunnel configuration to the spoke router so it can connect to our hub. And 4, we'll need to specify which of our MEVO classes will be doing this 2-stage CertAgent deployment. So let's start off with configuration servers. And then you'll have to go to More Actions. Let me get rid of this. More Actions, Add, and then select Cert authority ISC. I've already got mine added. And when you open up the details, you'll need to fill out the things that you see here. So remember earlier I said to take that P12 file and use OpenSSL to convert it? That P12 file conversion will be issued here for your operation certificate and your root certificate. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, configuration headends. If you haven't gotten the CertAgent certificate on your hub router already, you can actually do it through MEVO. So find the DMVPN devices that will be doing the CertAgent tunnels, select them, go to More Actions, Operations, EC Certificate Deploy. Easy. Step 3, configuration templates. So I will be provisioning my Cisco 11.11.8 port. I need to uncheck Show Active, and then I'm going to go to More Actions, Add a Template. For the type, I'm going to select ECC Post Configuration. Device type I will say is Universal, and then I can either browse and upload the file, or I can copy and paste the data into here. Once it has been added, you'll need to scroll to find it. And I'm using the one here called ECC postdeploy.cfg, and you want to make sure it is marked as in use. For reference, if you need to edit your template, you can pop it open. And here is the tunnel configuration for tunnel 128, our CertAgent tunnel, along with our routing information. Our new profile will also be doing things such as switching us over from RSA trust points that we are previously using in our staging network to our new EC CertAgent certificate. Okay, last step, we need to go to classes. You can go to More Actions, Add Class, and fill this out. For the one that I'm using, again, that has already been created, is 11.11 8-port CertAgent. And the thing you're looking for in your class details, after you've selected both your staging and production DMVPN networks, is you want to find the one that says ECC provisioning. Make sure that is turned on, and the certificate authority is set to ISC. Once this is done, you can go ahead to your groups page, create your new account. And I'll make one quickly here. And once your account is now created, I will send my request and wait for this to change to the ready status. That will tell me that my account is now ready to provision. Perfect. So what I can do now is I can do a test provisioning so you can see. I've got my handy dandy console cable connection to give you a inside look at what's going on under the hood. So what I would expect is when I do my provisioning, first, I'm going to get all of the configuration for my typical MEVO tunnel to our staging network. Let me copy my one-time password in, paste this in here. So now my router should be provisioning. There will be a few prompts I'll need to click through, such as the send anyway. I need to put in the credentials to access the router here. So this one will always be Cisco when it's connecting to 10.10.10.1. Send anyway. And now let's view our console configuration. So you can see that some of the config has already reached our router. And you'll notice I have tunnel 0. So this is the tunnel configuration that connects to our RSA DMVPN network. Again, for most customers, this is pretty much where the provisioning ends. Once my router gets a certificate, the tunnel will come up, we'll be in business. So we'll wait for this to come up, and after it is, we'll continue adding some more show commands so we can see that MEVO takes that extra step to switch us over to our CertAgent network. So we'll just have to wait a bit. Okay, so we've requested our TTI certificate. Again, this is our RSA, and it looks like our tunnel has just come up. There it is. So this is the end of our RSA deployment. Most customers end here. You've connected to your corporate network. You are good to go to start working. But as we can see with these flowing syslog messages from this new user that has logged in, and all these things that are being configured on the router, MEVO's doing something a bit extra with our deployment process right now. And now, if I were to do a show IP brief, we'll see that I now have a tunnel 128. If I do a show DMVPN, I now have the connection to our CertAgent tunnel. So MEVO SSH'd in, it laid down this new configuration, it put the new certificate onto this router, and now we are connected.